2 weeks from tonight, we get on the plane and we go to Atlanta. So we're obviously not where we need to be. If you've seen us practice out here, we got a ways to go. But you know what? We're taking steps, and we always talk about improving little by little until we have increased enough. We'll take possession of it, and that's what this thing is built on. And we're having good practice. We went twice today. We went a good 2 hours this morning, and went just a little bit over an hour this afternoon. But it was really sharp, and it takes mature people to come back from a hard morning practice and to do something. The offense didn't go against the defense this afternoon. It was more offensive and defensive oriented. It takes a mature guy to come back and to stay focused and to have a sharp practice when you're not hooking it up, defense versus offense. So I was very pleased today. We're progressing nicely. Our old guys they're playing well. What they're doing is investing in our young people, and that's what it takes. It takes more than coaching. It takes a culture to be able to grow people up. And our young guys are listening, but they're all across the country, people are hitting the wall. These young guys are hitting the wall for every program in the country, and they're starting to question, oh my gosh, what am I got myself into? And it's just tough. But it takes loving people through it, and there's a balance there between being hard on them, but backing off and showing them some little bit of understanding. But they've got to know, these young people got to know they're a little bit tougher than they think they are. So we're trying to get that out of them.
And I guess just to focus specifically on the offense, you don't have many starters coming back. It's not a secret. So how do you kind of get to an offense that you are comfortable with?
Well, our quarterback Parker McKenzie is really coming on. He's really smart with the ball, and that's what he has to be. He sat here and watched guys in front of him just do really, really well. But the number one thing is not making freaky throws. It's just being smart and not doing crazy things with the ball, and we'll put enough good players around him to be successful. Now, the number one thing about those players is our running back position. I'm very pleased. Herschel Sims and DeAndre Brown. Those two guys they are our strongest point on offense right now, and so we'll tailor this thing toward them, and we'll use the tools that we have, and not that we don't have any other tools. We got some receivers, we got some tight ends, and some young linemen that are going to grow up and be really good. We're just not there yet. But that's our strength right now, and this whole thing is about protecting the ball and being smart and doing what you can with it.
And this morning you had music at practice. Some coaches don't do music. Y'all do music. Why do you have music playing at practice?
Well, it serves a couple of purposes. Number one, just for the coaching aspect, it makes people hone in as far as communication. And because when you get distracted, you can get distracted by anything, whether it's a cloud formation or the wind picking up or anything, or a loud car driving by. I mean, anything will get you distracted. So part of it's that, and then part of it's, we're going to have a good time. In fall camp, we're going to have fun. We're going to get our work done. We constantly talk about when it's time to have fun, let's have fun. But when it's time to work, let's work. And we're trying to grow mature people here, and that's a big part of it. This thing, I want them to get out here and have fun and be relaxed, and get their swerve on or whatever. That's just, hey, as long as we're getting our work done, it makes it a little better when you're having fun doing it.
And I guess the last question, I saw you getting some dance moves on too. So you pick the music, or you just kind of whatever comes to you?
I don't know how much to quite answer that question. I'm going to leave that kind of open-ended, but we do okay with our music as long as it's the clean version. There are a lot of talented musicians out there that put out some stuff that are not very playable in our practice, and that bothers me. But we pick and choose, and if it's got a good beat to it, you never know what's going to happen out here.